Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second online North American qualifier for the Halo World Championship bench, and joined by the wonderful Walshy as we get ready for the second semi-final of today's tournament. And apologies about the brief delay. There were some current server issues that a couple of players are having. We should also address, of course, the second semi-final, Allegiance versus CLG. But the game has already started. In terms of the series has already started, I should say. Allegiance currently lead 1-0. However, it was mainly thanks to a Snakebite timeout. He lagged out the game. He lagged out at 60-30 when his team was down, and ultimately they ended up losing 100-39. Now, going into a Slayer, the rules are slightly different regarding a timeout, so the players are taking a little bit extra time to make sure that their connections are solid. They don't want to timeout again. They don't want to force Allegiance 2-0 up, because this is a big tournament for CLG right now, Walsh. They need those points, right?
Yes, CLG wants to establish their seat early on. I mean, we've considered CLG and EG the top two teams over the last couple seasons. I mean, it's kind of up in the air right now, as we've seen so much new blood rising and how many players and new squads are forming and doing well. But at the same point, like CLG, you can't count that squad out, and they want to be on the opposite side of the bracket. The first time they were on EG's side and they got knocked out like round of 8 or whatever it happened to be, and now they want to establish that they want to be like a top 4 seed or so. So this could easily establish this if they get to the winners finals.
I mean, there's a look at that squad. The Counterlogic Gaming, Ogre 2, Snakebite, Royal 2, and Frosty. Because Ogre 2, GOAT himself, if you will, most accomplished Halo player of all time. And you look at how important this is for him, getting into that Halo World Championship, etc., the points needed. This is a big win for CLG if they can make it. Of course, Evil Genius is already winning one of these tournaments. A lot of people look at CLG as one of those teams that could potentially shut down EG. So this is a big, big chance for them to earn themselves a lot of points. But as I said, Allegiance already 1-0 up in the series. It's going to be CLG fighting from behind as they go into Slayer. Truth, I believe, is going to be map number 2. But in terms of Allegiance, who impresses you the most, Walshy?
Man, I mean, it's funny because we talked about them a couple rounds back about when they're playing Winter Fox, and we both picked Winter Fox to beat this Allegiance squad. So
how wrong
Allegiance is a squad that has greatly surprised me so far today, and a squad I need to pay more attention to, because I didn't see anyone being that one person team, and that's never going to be the case with any of these squads. Sure, there's going to be a lot of superstars in every squad that you're going to see with, being their main snipers or pulling off some ridiculous plays. But at the same time, this Legion squad, it must be working very well together. They are up 1-0 against CLG here in the semifinals, possibly securing their first top 2 of this Halo 5 season so far. So if I had to choose one, I mean, Naded's got to be the biggest name on the squad, without a doubt. He's just done so much work over the years, created such a individual name for himself as far as dominating on the scene and being a top free-for-all player. And, I had the pleasure of teaming with him for about 6 months or about a year, I would say, over the course of Halo 3. So he's a ridiculously talented player.
Excited to see what he can bring to the table. Of course, Allegiance lost to EG in the first North American online qualifier. I'm pretty sure, if my memory is correct, I believe so did CLG. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did, right? Because CLG was the only team that took a map off EG in the first online qualifier. Maybe completely wrong. I'm getting old, Walsh. Maybe my memory's gone. But
that's my excuse, man. You gotta get a different one.
God damn. I'm too young, man. My memory's gone. So somewhere along those lines. But as we said, it should be a great series. Here's a look at our players to watch going into this specific series. Naded, of course, and Royal 2 we picked as well. What can you tell me about Royal 2, Walsh?
I think our new player to watch is Snakebite. Snakebite, you need to not lag out this series, and you got to step it up here in this online qualifier number 2.
It would help. Honestly, not lagging out would help. And honestly, the reason we should explain, just in case this does happen, I want to make sure everyone understands the rules.
X Factor in this next match is Comcast. We're gonna see how this next match turns out. But no,
damn it, Walsh.
Obviously, Royal 2 is an incredible player, and him and Snakebite have been like my first experience with players like Snakebite and Royal 2 early on was just like, oh man, like I play against them online, and me maybe have a little bit of ego, like just get destroyed by him online. Like, yeah, can't wait till I play you on LAN. We'll see how that goes. And then I play him on LAN, and I get destroyed even worse by that.
Oh dear.
I had to finally accept that they're better than me.
Oh, that must have been painful. But hey, now you get to sit and you get to watch these guys, so it's not all bad. Not all bad. But yeah, going back to it, the reason specifically Snakebite is taking a little bit extra time to make sure the servers have stabilized and connection is okay is because the rules in Slayer are a little bit different. And I was kind of surprised when I found this out. Walshy explained it very well, and I'm sure he'll explain again. But if you lag out in a Slayer game, any time at any point in the game after the first 10 seconds, it is an automatic forfeit. Now I found that out and I was like, wait, what? That's a little bit counterintuitive. If I'm winning 49-27 and one of my teammates lags out, I lose. Walsh, hit me with the intel. Hit the fans with the intel. Why is that the case?
Yeah, I got a little story for you. I know the exact person that made this rule have to happen. This was at
you scumbag.
This was at Halo Nationals in 2004 as a Halo 1 tournament, and there was a local of the Ogres. His name was Edub. He was a incredibly good player, and they had this pretty ridiculous game type at the time, but it was Team Slayer on Wizard, plasmas only. It was like plasma rifles and plasma pistols.
Okay.
And it was like they were down to the last kill. Edub's getting shot in the back, so as you know the Halo CE mechanics, you can't turn, you're slowed down, and instead of just taking the death and losing, he'd start up and quits out of the Team Slayer, just him individually. So the game's going on, this team still has a fighting chance. Whole point being is the reason that this rule is implemented, to my knowledge, is so that teams can't get in a situation where they're about to give it the last death and try to like quit out as you get hit by a grenade or as you're cornered in a spot where the other team's gonna finish you at like the 49 or something. So that's it's my knowledge. And then the other reasoning I thought I heard before was that if you have, like let's say a couple amateur squads going on playing against each other, and instead of just having one player quit out, since it's supposed to be a 4-person game,
right?
And just trying to play it with your better 3, obviously it doesn't play out at the top level because numbers always matter, and it's so much more important.
It's a strange rule.
That's why I found out as the rule, and that's how the tail goes, and I'm sticking to it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. For now, though, we can go to a quick commercial break because I believe the players are all ready to go. So we're going to do a quick commercial break. When we return, semi-final number 2. Be right back. And just like that, we are back. Oh, I'm so excited. Semi-final number 2, Allegiance versus CLG. Allegiance currently lead 1 map to 0 thanks to a timeout. But as I said, Slayer about to get underway on Truth. Walshy, who are you watching straight off the bat?
I am on with Suspector, so I'm going to see him push over towards Carbine side, where he is going to run into It's So Frosty's grenade and be taken down. So I want to see what It's So Frosty does after that play. And I really like what he attempted, at least. He attempted to go towards top center, realizing that was the most beneficial spot he could be for his team, because they could get some sort of full setup there and get the spawn kills rolling. But instead, they still have a 3-0 lead, so he did a great job staying alive, and it's still anyone's game, 4-2, with 2 members of Allegiance over at the Carbine side.
Looking at Ogre 2, and is up on board with him. Royal 2 able to assist Ogre 2 there with that pickup. And CLG starting off very nicely indeed. Trade goes down with Ogre 2 and L-Town, so that gives a 6-3 lead so far in favor of CLG. And you just see immediately the game just slow down a little bit as both teams try and get that setup ready.
Yeah, this is ridiculously slow compared to some of the games we saw earlier.
Yep.
When we just got done with that Empire Slayer where we saw all the members of Leftovers just swarming around, this game has slowed down dramatically. So I just wonder what the plan is here for the Allegiance squad, because maybe it seems like they're not comfortable pushing out towards pink and they want to let CLG make mistakes, or maybe they feel like they just want to keep it slow no matter what.
Yeah.
I can't imagine them want to keep it slow all the time. My guess is that they just want to give CLG some chance to actually make mistakes.
Well, as of right now, a couple of mistakes have crept in. Tied game, 7 kills apiece. It's So Frosty picks up Kratos. Naded though, able to pick up Frosty, so his kills started to go down a little bit as the game did speed up a little bit, but as you said, it was almost as if both teams just trying to feel each other out, trying to feel out, you know, how is CLG trying to play this, how is Allegiance trying to play this, and trying to adapt accordingly, so it will start to get a little bit more energetic, so to speak.
We actually switch over to It's So Frosty. He just got control of the sword, and I want to see if he does the opposite of me, because every time I have the sword, I just try to sprint at somebody, and then I like miss my swipe again, and then I die. So we're gonna have to see what he does with it, because that's not, yeah, that's exactly different for me. All right, quick trick that I learned the other day from Assault. You saw It's So Frosty did? He did a Spartan charge with a sword, which counts as a melee with the sword. It counts as a one-hit kill. So a lot of players, rather than sprinting and then stopping the sprint and going for the lunge, they'll just go straight for the Spartan charge for the one-hit kill.
Nice. Did not know that. Thank you. You just gave
Yeah,
me some...
Assault taught me that one the other day. I feel pretty proud.
You shouldn't have said that. You should have just completely got credit for yourself.
I should have just been like, I came up with that the
out.
other day. We all call that the Walshy sword strat. Feel free to tweet and post about that on YouTube and everywhere. And he has the perfect flank right now.
Oh no!
Unfortunately misses it. But how does he stay alive that long? That was a great attempt, but you gotta wonder how differently it would have played out if he was able to get that very first Spartan charge and get the first kill of that.
It was a perfect flank. He was behind three people.
Yes, that was damn near perfect flank. I mean, the reduced radar range still was not spotted until last second. A lot of times if someone's sprinting, especially behind you, you aren't gonna realize that immediately. And a lot of times it'll be way too late and you're gonna get hit by a Spartan charge, sword or not.
Royal 2. Not a push-up, throws that promethean grenade. 18-4, the current lead in favor of CLG, who again are fighting from behind in the series. Allegiance 1-0 up thanks to a little bit of a disconnect coming in from Snakebite in that first game. But CLG looking pretty comfortable right now. They slowed down the tempo of the game and managed to start to slowly build themselves a little bit of a lead. Royal 2 now. He has that energy sword and BR combination as a teammate as well. Trying to just go for a pinch on this enemy player. It's going to be L-Town, and beautiful trade right there from Royal 2.
Yeah, I like this play, just decides back over to Pink Tower. A lot of times people feel like they have to make an amazing play with sword or when they have rockets. But in essence, a lot of times it ends up being almost the ultimate defensive weapon where it's like you can challenge a BR fight, poke out a little bit, and then back down. And if the person charges around you trying to get that quick kill, you can generally finish them off the sword or get the easy one-hit kill.
Over to Snakebite now as he starts a bit of a push, trying to support Frosty on that left-hand side. He picks up Suspector. Meanwhile, Frosty does fall there to Kratos, and again, just lots of kills being traded. Both teams trying to find that perfect setup on this map. L-Town does have the BR in his hand, and again, starting to go for a little bit of a challenge. You recognize this Royal 2's going to be up there, and
that was a brilliant play. You notice how he doubled back right there?
He read that like
Generally,
a book.
I would, if I watch somebody make that move every single time, I would say 99% of the time they're going to level 2 of the base once they've already pushed that far into the base. But he does. You know, he uses just expectations. People are going to expect you to push to the base after you've gone that far, and doubles right back, gets the easy storm rifle kill. I like that play.
Frosty, BR in hand, picks up the assist there, as Royal 2 cleans up Kratos. L-Town, though, immediately with the trade, and L-Town just consistently puts himself into great positions, being able to do simple trades like that. And just gonna have a quick look at the scoreboard, who's doing what. Nothing really standing out. Kratos, 9 kills as it stands, 6 assists, and those 6 detonated. Struggling a little bit in the early part of this game. 4 kills, 4 assists, 8 deaths. If he's able to step things up this game, could drastically change in Allegiance's
We
favor.
did the opposite of the caster curse. He just got double kill right there after.
There you go!
He heard
yes! Hallelujah! I gave someone positive vibes for once, as opposed to cursing them. No more falling off the map. I mean, that'd be impressive on this one, but still. If someone managed to fall off the map on this, I would be,
However, if someone fall off the map here on Midship or on Truth, I would actually be more impressed.
Yeah, exactly. I would genuinely give a round of applause. But either way, 33-31 in favor of CLG. They're able to keep that fragile lead. As I'm going to go over on board with Suspector. I want to see Allegiance as they are currently down. How can they turn this game around? Still plenty of time, 6 minutes. This one.
I'm still in awe of how slow this game is going.
Right?
I've usually seen so many times on Truth, once a team gets sort of top center, once they get pink and get a team spawning over at blue or red base, usually they're the aggressors and they collapse in and press that advantage. But it seems like both squads are so hesitant to make moves.
Yeah.
I'm used to CLG being one of the slower paced squads in the game, if not the slowest paced squad in the game, but I did not expect this really at all from Allegiance. I mean, we've seen Allegiance, I thought in the last series they were pretty dang aggressive, like nothing like Winter Fox level, like insane aggressiveness, but at the same time, they did not slow down this much, if I remember correctly.
It's as if they're trying to counter the slow place game.
What do you feel about Royal 2 right now? He has Camel
yeah,
up at
I just saw that. I just had a quick look at that.
I feel like that's... I guess I can't disagree with it because can't just charge right into 3 people over at blue base, but at the same time, there has to be a better spot than paying 3 for it.
Miz has about 25% left on it. Now he's going to go back up, sees the Spectre, throws out that grenade. Don't think that's going to clean him up, but it has a play directly behind him with the sword. And Kratos shuts down Royal 2. 4-kill game now, as it looked as if CLG were about to start to pull away, heading into the final 10 kills of this Slayer game. Looking at Naded, who is going to get tagged from the left-hand side. 2 players in front of him. He's basically dead. Royal 2.
Yeah, he got tagged all the way from front pink 2 by Snakebite, and that's all these players need at this point. That's why I keep reiterating many times, going for just putting that extra shot on somebody, even if you're about to die. Like, don't go for that sticky grenade that, you know, that is like low percentage chance play. If you get 1 shot on an opponent, if you have trust in your teammates, they should be able to take advantage of that, whether it's getting the kill or whether it's getting better position.
That's exactly what we just saw. 46-37. Game is all in favor of CLG. I'd be amazed if they threw this one away. Nice play from Ogre 2 as he picks up the headshot there. Kratos recognizing that spawn as well. You see him immediately turn around. His teammates are in a great position. They basically have Allegiance trapped at this point, and this should be pretty much the push which ends this game for CLG. They should be able to pick up 3 kills here as Frosty picks up Suspector, forces it down just to 2 kills. All that remains in this game for them. And that 10-kill lead, as I said, this is CLG's game to throw away. Yeah,
CLG is playing it exactly how they want to. They've been letting Allegiance make mistakes, kind of fall into their traps, and just, you know, out-trade them this entire game. So,
and this could be it. And there it is, victory for CLG. They're going to tie things up here in this second semifinal. The winner will be playing Leftovers in today's grand final after they managed to defeat Evil Geniuses 3-2. But CLG, of course, after dropping that first map, able to tie things up. Next map, I believe, is a CTF Fathom, if I'm not mistaken. That one, curious to see how slow that one plays out. It's very strange because a big contrast in these semifinals. The first semifinal, very, very close, very, very aggressive. This one, kind of close at times, but
the exact opposite. Like, as far as aggressiveness, like we have teams when it's with these 2 teams when it's like 10-10 in the Slayer game, they're still crouch walking already, just treating each kill as if it's in the 40s.
Yeah.
Which shows a lot of discipline from both squads.
Does indeed. Series tied now at 1 map apiece. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we return, Fathom CTF. Be right back. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, we can jump straight into game number 3 between Allegiance and CLG. It's going to be that CTF we spoke about on Fathom. And of course, the last CTF that we saw in the semi-final, there was a huge, almost 7-minute stalemate. Curious to see if we're going to see that once again in this semi-final. Of course, the last map was very, very slow paced. And I'm almost expecting to see something similar in this map as well. Pretty slow pace from both these 2 teams. Off the break, Walshy, anything caught your eye?
No, nothing, I guess, that unique. There's plenty of times we'll see teams, how many they opt to fight and stand bomb Sarah towards Camo or send for like a flank towards Siler or whatever it happens to be. I didn't really see anything that, you know, that surprising or that blew my mind. But in the end, we do now see the railgun in the hands of It's So Frosty. So I'm going on over to him and seeing what he can do with this weapon.
Frosty just picked up a big Spartan Slam on a player who had Invis railgun. So good stuff early from him. Teammate cleaned up that kill as well, so he wasn't able to fire that railgun out. But as I said, so far both teams just trying to make sure they have perfect control of their base before starting a setup and pushing forward. Finally, Frosty getting a little aggressive. Again, has the railgun in hand. Turns around.
Wow.
Suspector tried to slam him, and Frosty was like,
What
hey, bro.
a turnaround.
Nah, I don't think so. Not today, my friend. Railgun to the face for that one.
And that's just crazy. Like, you saw Suspector wait up there, ready to pounce, like someone was on the opposite side of Treehouse waiting for Frosty to come around the corner, and Frosty must have sniffed that one out and still is able to somehow go 1-for-1 that situation, which is great with other player having the upper hand.
Oh, nice little flanking from Snakebite. Picked up both kills there for the double kill. And escapes with his life as well. And that's going to give them a little bit of position now to maybe try and make a play here on the enemy flag. Snakebite has also spotted both players that he just previously killed immediately off spawn as well, so he could be essentially going for a bit of a double-double, but Kratos messy. Railgun in hand, it seems like Snakebite's going to get the new Railgun, gets challenged, and Kratos says, thank you very much, I'll take that.
Kratos wanted that ammo. Now, there's something interesting we're seeing also on this game between these two teams. There's a lot of times you see teams either vie for like sort of top center control first, or they sort of vie for whatever they can get, meaning a lot of times they'll either push for some sort of top control, or ideally they'll sneak over to the opponent's flag. So we did see the first flag pull of the game, but compare that to the EG game we saw earlier, where flags were being pulled left and right. This is the first time we've seen a flagpole moved across the map, and it looks like it may be successfll.
Royal 2 has just put a couple of extra yards onto it before turning around and put himself into a bit of a fight. He's had to back off though, he's just trying to stay alive. That flag is still there, right outside the CLG base.
Right in the open, right in the courtyard, and Kratos is top center with Railgun guarding it, making sure no one moves it too far.
Oh, Snakebite.
But just as I say that, Snakebite gets the pull, gets the flag down,
It's so
and
close.
that's an overkill for Kratos. Can he get more? In the end, they still get the flag cap. You gotta wonder what's wrong there. There's something wrong when you get an overkill and the other team gets the flag cap.
That was just impressive play from Snakebite. He just charged the flag, managed to pick up a melee kill, put the flag so close to being capped, and Ogre2 just said, well, I'm just gonna go for it. Ran, picked up the flag, and got the cap, but as you said, kind of overkill and losing a flag, that's gonna hurt.
So, all right, that also kind of reiterates the point I was making earlier when I talk about when you have the flag on your half of the map, it is better to take it slow, get kills, and just move it up as slowly as you can.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what CLG did. They traded kill for kill. In fact, Kratos even got an overkill. But, however, all three members of Allegiance besides Kratos got killed, and CLG was able to rally that all the way in. So it just goes to show how important it is to take it slow once you have it on your side. Just make sure you at least get kill for kill, and you should be in good shape.
Frosty trying to make a play up top, did not anticipate Kratos to be ready and waiting for him. Over to Snakebite, has the SMG, jumps up towards top middle, but again, Kratos with the shutdown on him. Suspector Railgun playing for Invis, gets the melee on Ogre2. Did he burn that? No, he didn't.
Still up? No, he actually grabbed an AR instead, so my death cam's still on the camo, and it looks like Frosty grabbed it. Not only grabbed it, went flying out to the Allegiance courtyard.
He just flew. Flag, I believe,
no hesitation,
has just been returned as well. It was momentarily off base, but still just a 1-0 fight game in favor of CLG. And it is, as we kind of expected, a more slow-paced game. It's definitely a little bit quicker than the game 2 that we just saw, that Slayer. But it's just well structured from CLG, as you rightfully pointed out earlier on, Walshy. You know, they pulled the flag, they put a couple extra yards on it. We saw Snakebite just kind of throw the flag a little bit, backed off, played his life, really intelligent play, then just run at the flag, Ogre2 able to cap it, and they're just waiting again for that perfect setup, which I feel, you know, in time will eventually just come.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
there you go,
it takes that one pull that can translate into cap, but looks like CLG is now moving the second cap out. I'm still curious. Like, when I first started playing this, it seems like more teams opted to run it out towards like the garage and go towards Treehouse of the flag. But it seems like teams must have figured out running out that front window right where the flag is, and then just going straight through. I think some teams call it River. Seems to be the faster route. So I'm not sure what's the ideal flag route, but that's what it seems like a lot of these pro teams are opting for. So my guess is it must have been proven to be better. So
big pickup there. Can Snakebite get the kill with the assault rifle? No, he can't. Game tied at 1-1 as the flag gets right in. And now a couple of players off spawn. Suspected with a nice little play there before that flag was run in. Managed to get the stop and also the return just before he died. Over 2 on your screens. Time to think about a push. Gonna have to trade this kill.
Looks like Snakebite killed himself or fell off the map, because I see the suicide
Not
mark
again.
out there.
Not again, Walshy.
Not again.
God damn it, that's the 4th time today. Players just falling off the map left, right, and center. But I'm gonna give him benefit of the doubt and say he didn't fall off the map, he just committed suicide.
Alright, that's better. That's way better.
Yeah, he just naded himself by accident. Is that better? Is it really better? I don't know.
Look, go to the L-Town screen real quick. This is a great play by L-Town. What he did is he brought flag all the way towards top center. He instead tossed it out towards his courtyard and then stayed top center and went for kills. So once he noticed Ogre 2 was going for the recov, he dropped down, got the kill on Ogre 2, and got the flag all the way to his own porch. The reason I like that play so much is because he tossed it towards his courtyard where it's out in the open. His team can all guard it. It's going to be really tough for a member of CLG to get that flag recovery without paying with their life.
And especially
on top of that too, like I said, it's on their half the map. At this point, they just need to worry about getting kills. For each kill they get, they can pretty much move the flag up a bit further. And if you're still in L-Town, he's got a sick, perfect kill followed by a double kill. He is on fire right now. I would go on with that guy.
Alright, switch over to L-Town's perspective. He sees Ogre 2. Nice headshot on him. Pretty weak, of course. Allegiance did cap that flag. 2-1 advantage now in their favor as they look to
L-Town's play. Not all, obviously this is always a team game, but L-Town played specifically very well during that whole flag route.
Oh no. Oh no. Ogre 2, don't let him do it to you. Finally, he does pick up that kill. L-Town, nice movement. Just prolonged that death a little longer. We're able to get a couple of shots on Ogre 2, but no teammate in a position to trade that kill and potentially go for that flag pull. Railgun is up in 15 seconds. L-Town putting some shots and a grenade on it. I believe Nated did get that assist, and L-Town spots someone, doesn't fire any bullets, sneakily goes over towards the flag. Has a play directly in front of him. It's going to be Frosty. If he outguns Frosty here, this could be a flag pull. Throws out the grenade. Frosty dodged the grenade.
Was such a... Alright, even though L-Town lost that fight, it was such a high, like low risk, high reward play. The whole point being, he won that fight. He could have easily started moving the flag across the map because all the other members of CLG were nowhere to be found. And that's going to be the case a lot of times when you're able to sneak over to the opponent's side of the map. You're not expecting them to have more than one person on there, and L-Town gets the ground pound on If So Frosty. Instantly slides and thrusts over and is pulling the flag before Frosty can even spawn.
And he's double naded exactly where he anticipated him to be spawning, but just couldn't get away. Meanwhile, a big return came in as well. Looks like this flag is going to be returned as well. So both flags back at base. 3 minutes 20. Time slowly starting to tick away here. And if CLG aren't careful, it will get the better of them.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, Allegiance, that was a great play by L-Town trying to go for that flag pull, grab. But at this point, they need to, when in doubt, go for a slay. Okay. Whereas CLG needs to be the opposite. If they're in a position where they can a flag pull and a potential cap, they need to for sure go for that opportunity. So this is going to see which team plays this more wisely. Because like I said, at this point, Allegiance, in most cases, can't go wrong by just going for the slay.
Frosty just made a great play, pulled the flag, and then baited out Allegiance completely, picked up a kill. Can he now get the cap? He's just waiting for his teammates to just track back so they can 100% secure it. All he needs to do is just dash in. Can he get it? No! He falls directly before the flag. There is a teammate right there. Can he get the cap? Yes, he can. 2-2. But 2 players go down. 3 players go down. Allegiance, could they get the counter cap? Snakebite. Can he get the grenade?
2 members down now.
Oh, Snakebite needs to stay alive, Walsh.
Yes, I was thinking just 2 members down with the situation. And here's Frosty denying that flagpole again. This should surely be the end of this flag run. And just to ensure it, Frosty says, I'm going to recover this to be safe.
That was a crazy, crazy defensive stance there from CLG. Snakebite needed to go big, and he did. Picked up a kill and an assist as well. So game tied at 2-2. 2 minutes to play. Flag is away. Kratos.
I don't know when Royal 2 pulled this, but he got all the way treehouse already, so.
He's baited it out perfectly as well with the Promethean grenade. It's so close to being returned, and it does get returned. Unfortunately, he just did not have the help from his teammates that he needed. But minute 40 to play. Game tied 2-2. Both flags at base. We could be in for a bit of a nail-biting finish.
We might see an overtime here. Might be, but we do see the camo in the hands of L-Town. I've seen some great plays of L-Town so far, specifically when he has the flag too. So I want to see what he can do to hopefully turn this into some sort of flag cap. Because right now his team did have the flag out, and this might be one of those prime situations. I think L-Town needs to crouch walk over here right now. I like this. He did not go for the shots. This is huge. Now what L-Town needs to do, if he gets 1 kill, he gets the kill and then the pull. So that's what L-Town should definitely wait for. He needs to see if he can find someone who's spawning. And there is Royal 2. SWAT team get this kill and then pull the flag.
He needs to be quick though, because his flag has been pulled. He's now forced to try and pull the flag. He hasn't pulled the flag. Needs to be careful. Tracks back. L-Town did pick up 2.
Somehow.
Can he somehow find a 3rd? He just gets the flag away. Pretty much grenades directly through him. Snakebite turns around. Oh, both flags are directly in front of the base. And they're both everyone's just kind of jumping around, but finally the flag
gets the pull back over his half, and just like we both hoped for, we might see a stalemate.
This could be crazy. There's 33 seconds left in the game. Flag still in the hands of somebody. Who is it? Snakebite has won.
Stalemate time.
20
what
seconds
we all
left.
wanted.
Oh god. Is the flag going to get returned? Snakebite has won, just consistently throwing out those grenades. Who has the other flag? It's going to be L-Town. And L-Town being a little bit more aggressive than Snakebite. He's just going to put this flag in a position which is very difficult to return. Like this play, with 10 seconds left, he forces someone from CLG to really push up.
One-trick play, though. The point being is he needs to be able to get 1 kill from here and then back away, because as soon as he's spotted here, it's such a vulnerable spot. Like, maybe if he's out in the open by the front of that garage door, where a teammate can watch from top center or silo or anywhere else, but he was to die. After he's been spotted in that situation, he has to relocate. So I feel like he could have stayed there a little bit longer. He might even go back. That's what it looks like L-Town was going to do. But instead, he went from ultra aggressive to just kind of being completely hidden. So I don't know. Yeah. This is odd. New camo's got to be coming up soon, though, because we see 3 members of CLG towards bottom.
There is someone being very sneaky. Who is that right now on...
Double kill for Suspector.
The left-hand side of Snakebite.
Press this advantage. All 3 members need to leave.
Naded. He has Snakebite in a horrible position. Snakebite did such a good job of trying to throw the flag away, and it's going to be returned, and that is a defeat for CLG. Allegiance in overtime capped the flag. They flooded Snakebite, as you said, Walshy. 2 players go down, a double kill goes in, and just an instant return. They didn't waste any time whatsoever. Fantastic overtime play from Allegiance.
Yes, they definitely wasted no time, because at first I was like, all right, they need to make sure they press this advantage. And before we know it, there's Naded and I forget who else it was. It wasn't L-Town, but I believe it was Naded and Kratos. Just both swarmed on that flag instantly. Gave no breathing room.
Such good play.
That was a brilliant play by them. They took advantage of the slaves instantly, and we've sometimes seen other teams hesitate after that. Like, they get a kill or 2 and they relocate to top center or whatever. No, what Allegiance did perfectly, got the kills, swarmed in, got the recover, and ended it like that.
Well, Allegiance with the 3-2.
I don't know about you. I wanted to see like a 3-minute stalemate. We only got to see about like a minute at the most.
Still, we got the stalemate we both wanted.
Yeah, we got the stalemate, but it's not. I guess I'm getting greedy.
Yeah, a little bit. But it's just after that first fantastic semi-final, you know, we were spoiled, if you will. But as we said, Allegiance now lead the series 2-1, just 1 map away from progressing to today's grand final. Coming up next is going to be Breakout, of course. For now, though, quick commercial break. When we return, jumping into game number 4.
All hail the conquering hero. Let us remember him as our protector, and not the one who gave us this. As our savior, and not our betrayer. Let us see him forever as you, and not as you. All hail the conquering hero. The one who was supposed to save us all. But now I must save us from you.
Prepare for the hunt with Xbox One and the Master Chief Collection, now $349.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second semi-final here of the North American Online Qualifier number 2 of the Halo World Championship. We're heading to Breakout Altitude now, Walshy, between Allegiance and CLG. As it stands, Allegiance are 2-1 up in the series. And I'm curious to see if we could potentially have another Game 5. It would be, I would feel spoiled if we got 2 Game 5s in the semis.
I expect it. I want it, and I deserve this Game 5. So let's see another Game 5. Who are you jumping on this first game with? Because I'm on with Ogre 2 right now, who is moving over towards the battle rifle side, this tower, and I'm kind of curious why he hasn't grabbed the battle rifle. He's looking for this flank. Seems like he's more concerned about that. But seems like the BR is safe to pick up at this point, right?
I mean, yeah, but he's more than happy to just kind of wait it out. He must have got a couple of call-outs from his
I would much rather wait it out. Like, it's just a few feet away, man. Go grab that BR. Go grab that BR.
There you go.
Should have done that minutes ago.
Well, he's going to get great timing because he's going to spot one. It's going to be L-Town. Unfortunately, he cannot pick up the kill on L-Town. Will call that out to his teammate, and he's expecting L-Town to go that bottom middle, and L-Town just kind of put his Nikes on.
L-Town just runs back to the base. Guys, the flank didn't go so well. I'm back. We see all 3 members of Allegiance back on their side now, and both these teams playing it playing it very slow, and yeah, just prodding for weakness. We saw L-Town try to attempt and make a flank here, and he realized it didn't work and got away with his life. He was obviously very scared that someone could have dropped down and finished him off, but
Snakebite trying to get the information. He spotted a couple of players, gonna call that out to his teammate, but it came at the price of being tagged up. Goes for the out of bounds jump up towards top middle. He's put a little bit of time on that. 9 seconds, gonna peek around. He's gonna spot L-Town once again. Doesn't want to go for the challenge though. 17 seconds, time is ticking.
I think both teams are committed to the tie at this point. I don't see either team somehow getting the last second triple kill, but I'm about to be proved wrong as we see Royal 2 and Snakebite both moving up. 7 seconds left.
Did he just see him above him? I think he did. Ogre 2 in a great position now to cover the BR, and this is going to be Snakebite. And this is what scares me the most, okay? You look at that game 2, how slow paced the Slayer was, okay? Then you look at the CTF, which was a little slow paced. It got a little crazy towards the end, don't get me wrong. But a game of like Breakout, where you can draw 2 teams like this that are playing super slow, not making mistakes, we could see it, you know, fair couple of rounds potentially tied.
I see a couple ties. I can see both teams when they have even numbers playing it super slow, not being aggressive and trying to make that push and make the play. However, when one of these teams gets numbers, they get a 3-on-2 or a 4-on-3, they're going to press that advantage. They're not going to be that hesitant and passive to just say, oh, we'll make another mistake. No, you have to close out games and break out.
Well, yet to see the first kill. Frosty has been spotted by Kratos, and L-Town going for a little bit of a challenge there as well, but wasn't able to clean up the kill. And
this is
we haven't seen.
I've never seen on a Breakout.
This is what I was extremely afraid of. I was thinking about it in
probably
the last
like close to 50% of the games or rounds I play in Breakout, I die within the first 10 seconds by like some random grenade or like I challenge a pistol fight that I'm not backing down. I don't know. So this is odd to see. Like
you're a gutsy player.
This is what it must feel like to play the entire round of Breakout. All right, this must be kind of nice.
You've never seen the clock flash red, have you, Walsh? Well, 50 seconds left, still waiting for that first blood. Kratos has the BR. Ogre 2 is trying to get the pick on L-Town. Spot someone up top, that's going to be naded, but both players back away. Finally, a first blood! Yay! Kratos shuts down Snakebite.
All right, let's see what Allegiance does right here, though. They have this 4-on-3 numbers. Ogre 2 has an idea of where Nate is coming from. Kept shooting him off that side ledge. But once again, we still have this 4-on-3. They're going to have to slowly push up, practically take out all members. So a 4-on-2, we're going to see Allegiance swarm without a doubt.
They have to, right?
All of them are swarming down. I'm not sure if they're going to run away.
L-Town just says, screw this. I'm pulling the flag. That's what L-Town is doing. He's put a little bit of yards on the flag, spots the last player. It's going to be Royal 2. Royal 2 should be dead for rights unless he has that BR in hand, but L-Town goes for the SMG, spots him, sees just the tip of his head, and gets the headshot. But again, an extremely slow-paced game of Breakout.
But did you see how that happened once Allegiance got those numbers? Once it seems like 4v2 must be their magic number where it's like, guess what? At this point, we should have this guaranteed swarm at this point. Because 4-on-3 is still no...
It's not guaranteed.
It's still no guarantee, yeah. You can't just fly out top center. That could be evened out within 2 BR bursts, so you cannot just give it up. Now let's see what what CLG does in this situation. They have 4-on-2, and I would expect to see a similar strategy, just swarming out, trying to locate the 2 members, and just using your numbers.
2 brilliant grenades give them the first couple of kills. Frosty goes for a flagpole. Snakebite finds where Spectre is and cleans him up relatively easily. And just like that, CLG respond very, very quickly to tie up this breakout 1-1.
Yeah, and that's just super interesting. Like, you see the passiveness of both squads. Like, it seems like CLG doesn't even consider the option of a flank. You know what I mean? Like, we saw Allegiance do a flank early on. And I guess I can't blame CLG, because if the game's that passive, any obvious flank, and there's Royal 2 pulls up me and gets naded off at the very beginning of the round. So we now have a 4-on-3 in the favor. Oh, back to 3-on-3. I was gonna say, I want to see what they do in these 4-on-3s in order to get numbers guaranteed. But we gotta see what Frosty or someone can do, because he's in a 2-on-3. And generally, I would say, when you have numbers, get up top. And that's exactly what Naded and the Allegiance squad are doing. They're crowding along top, getting close to the objective. Like, it's not guaranteed you don't have to run the flag. But point being is, when you're up top, there's very few angles where someone can shoot you without having to expose themselves. Whereas when you're down low, a lot of times someone can isolate a 1 versus 1, and you want to take advantage of your numbers.
Snakebite playing this 1 versus 2 extremely well. Baited out a jump up top, and threw a grenade. They have absolutely no idea where Snakebite is. This was a phenomenal little juke. He has completely played Allegiance. But unfortunately, as he gets that first kill, immediately gets traded. That was just unfortunate timing for him. As soon as he decided to make the play, Allegiance were like, well, he's not over here. Maybe he's behind us.
Just thrusted the wrong way, too. Like, I mean, you got the kill on Suspector, and had he gone to main ramp, he would not have been exposed. Could have got his shields and made it even 1-on-1. So, yeah, he did about as much as you can do in that situation.
Well, that's going to be 2-1 now in favor of Allegiance in terms of rounds after that first stalemated round ended in a draw.
It's also surprising that these rounds are so slow when you consider how much ground all these players take. Like, look at someone like Snakebite. He's already up on the side ledge. Naded's already up on the flag. Like,
that's a good point.
They're just inches away from each other, yet there's no action going down. They just know these angles so well, know where they're safe and where they can hide.
It's really you look at a couple of the rounds have been started thanks to, big grenades. We saw CLG pick up 2 grenades very, very quickly in that round. That one was over relatively quickly. The rest have just been down to, oh, look at this angle from Kratos. He knows Ogre 2 is right in that ramp, and he's also heard someone directly above him. This is a 3 versus 2 in favor of Allegiance. This is, essentially their round to lose, as long as they play the trades correctly.
I like this play by Kratos, though. He originally knew where Ogre 2 was, over on the bottom of that ramp, and he decides to go towards up top. And I don't like this, though. It looked like he was going to do the exact play that I said. I thought he was going straight towards top center. Instead, he brings his Hydra towards top middle. So I guess, in essence, he did the same thing.
There it is. Gets the kill.
Wow, great Hydra kill by Kratos. So way to prove me wrong there, but I thought he was going back down low and not going to focus on getting up top. Because like I said, when you have numbers, get up top. They can't pick you off as easily without exposing themselves.
No, Allegiance are now just 2 rounds away here in this breakout from progressing into today's grand final. How can CLG stay alive? Well, Snakebite with first blood on L-Town, that's definitely going to help. Gives him that numerical advantage on board with Royal 2. As he's just checking that blue ramp. Doesn't seem like anyone is there. Covering bottom middle now.
Well, it's odd, like, they just seem to give up so much more ground, CLG does, because you notice how one of the times L-Town was able to actually flank around. Right now, just a little bit ago, Kratos was able to grab the Hydra uncontested. Now, I feel like Hydra is it's good, very situational on this map and in most maps, but yeah, I feel like even Kratos right now has pistol out rather than the Hydra for that exact reason. But this is interesting. Go to Kratos right now, all the way back on his flag, going for different Hydra angles. So watch what he's trying.
1 minute.
I mean, this was a 4 versus 2 for CLG. Let's not forget that. CLG lose a player and then immediately slow down. They cannot pull that flag at all because of Kratos' current positioning. You see Kratos just checking every angle very, very carefully. Has the support of his teammate, just watching that cross. CLG are not going to want to throw away around 3 versus 2. You don't want to tie that.
No, they will definitely be making a move here.
Just comes down to
even if it gets down to a 2 versus 2 situation, this is a time where CLG, if they do get to a 2 versus 2 situation, within like around the 5 to 10 second mark, they can push in, try and make the move, and if it doesn't work, then they can run back and run away. So
flag, Kratos is focusing very heavily on the flag, just trying to bait out a couple of shots. Nice play, kills It's So Frosty. Second player up top, and CLG do clean that. That was really, really smart play. Pulling that flag just forced Kratos to look at that, and you see one player push up that ramp from CLG and pick up a very, very fast kill. Able to survive as well, which was key. Now 3 to 2 in favor of Allegiance. CLG.
Yeah, I'm very pleased that they added the objective to break out. If you remember in the beta,
Yes.
it did not have an objective. So this is some way to force action,
It's
and
smart.
it's better than no objective without a doubt.
Oh, completely agree. As staying with Kratos at the start of this round, did spot one player from CLG, was unable to get any of the shots off on him though. And it looks like we have another slow start to this one. Yet to see that first blood. Minute 20 still to go. Kratos just anticipating, I believe, that Snakebite jumping up top. But Snakebite...
Looks like the one time he looks away, it looks like Snakebite was about to be in that position, but yeah,
He
both of
fell
these teams
off.
playing it so slow. I wonder if anyone was able to get away with Hydra or anything, or everyone just backed off completely.
I think Ogre 2 may have just spotted someone bottom middle. Potentially. That player is going to peek now. It's going to be L-Town. Unfortunately, Ogre 2 is not going to get that kill. And L-Town just says, all right, peace out. I'm going back to my base. Don't even worry about it. Still a
Yeah.
4 versus 4.
So small little engagements, like the second or third time that they both saw each other, had a little engagement, just both ran away.
A little scruffle or a scuffle. Just was like, oh, I'll put a couple of shots in you. L-Town's like, oh, don't worry, I'll just run back. Don't worry, I'll pay my respects. Still, yet to see first blood. 37 seconds left. Snakebite may be falling. Kratos with the BR. Is he going to challenge? No. Naded gets the kill on Ogre 2. Royal 2 is going to be tagged up, as is Snakebite. Snakebite peeks, challenging against the BR. Ambitious play.
Kratos
like
is
it.
doing so much damage. He's hitting both Snakebite and Royal 2 on the far ramp. Was eventually taken down by Royal 2's BR, but they still have this 3-on-2 situation. I want to see Allegiance push this advantage.
They don't want to throw away that 3 versus 2. This is almost deja vu from that last round where CLG had the 3 versus 2 advantage. Suspected with the BR, trying to put a couple of shots down.
L-Town with the flank. L-Town with the flank right now. Hits
stay
Royal
alive.
twice. Has the flank on Frosty.
And he get it. Nice play from Allegiance. Time was ticking, and CLG just kind of positioned themselves. I don't want to say necessarily poorly. They were kind of forced that hand, but trapped in that far corner by BR Tower. There's nothing they could really
I
do.
agree with you. When in that exact situation, yes, they were forced in that position. There was nothing they could do there. But there's also that minute leading up to it. Look
That-
at how much
good
more
point.
ground CLG gives compared to Allegiance. Allegiance gets all the way up towards top center near the flag. Allegiance actually pushes past the 50-yard line and is able to grab Hydra, or at least attempt to grab Hydra.
Right.
Whereas
Allegiance
CLG, I don't
right
know
away.
if I've seen one of them cross past the halfway line until someone's already been killed.
Yeah, that's a really good observation, to be honest with you. They're more than happy playing on their side of the map and waiting for a push, and when that push doesn't come, it seems like no one really wants to flank. They're more than happy to sit back. I mean, we've seen L-Town try and attempt a couple of flanks. I think he's gone for 3, none of which have really worked out too beneficially. Ogre 2 has been able to thwart 2 of them.
We have yet to see CLG make a flank, and now that I'm looking around on Allegiance's screens, it's not like they're perfectly watching their flanks all the time. Like right now, they're fairly safe because L-Town is bomb center. But there's plenty of times where L-Town is backed up and they don't
Right.
have every angle perfectly watched. So
I
it's
feel
like
like
they've
Allegiance
never
don't
even
even need
poked
to.
and prodded and see if it's an option.
I feel like Allegiance just kind of at this point have recognized, hey, yo, if CLG flanked yet? No? Oh, I don't even need to watch it then.
Yeah, don't
because
even worry
they're
about it.
Yeah, like, why worry about it when they haven't done it yet? And they had that lead as well at this point. They're 1 round away. They were up 4-2. Nice win there from Kratos, forces it back to a 3 versus 3. CLG pushing up top. Snakebite once again going to cover that
And
flag.
look at how, for the first time, it seems like CLG has even numbers and is actually pushed up. Because look at, Snakebite has Hydra. He's already top center. He has his teammate Frosty up there with him. For the first time, they are pushing up, and yeah, they're only even in numbers at the moment, but it's having much more success than the 4-2 that we've seen so far.
It's a Frosty, gets the melee. L-Town with the trade, though, the SMG. 2 versus 2, 8 seconds left. You can most
Snakebite's
likely...
gonna try and be the hero. Go to his screen.
Snakebite, you think?
I thought he was.
No,
I don't know
2
why he's
sec-
crouch walking that way.
Just push, man,
Oh, I
push!
completely miscalled that. He's gonna try and be the
Oh.
hero as he crouch walks over into the corner. Come on!
God damn it, Snakebite. Two draws so far as we head into a round number 9. Of course, Allegiance is still 1 round away from progressing into today's grand final. Can they do it? That's the question. On board with Naded early on for Allegiance. Puts a couple of shots down, gets tagged up pretty heavily, forced to back away. Has L-Town on that left-hand side, but as of yet, still waiting to see the first blood. The nades are just being dodged by both squads. And surprise, surprise, yet to see that first blood.
Yeah, I want to see. Naded's been so successful getting up towards that flag ramp, and from what I've seen, hasn't been picked off at the beginning of a round yet. So I want to see how he plays out the situations, because you see right now, Frosty's on the other side of this flag ramp. Does he go for the trade? How does he play and stay alive here? Because
Snakebite
stay alive
just
here so many
outplayed.
times. Wow, Snakebite with a great stabilization off of the sneaky ledge.
He just got so outplayed that's painful to watch.
Yeah, that was sick.
Really heads up play from Snakebite. Using that stabilization in midair, just picks him out.
But he knows that angle because so many players I've seen get to that flag ramp and not be very punished. And looks like we saw Snakebite multiple times jumping off that sneaky ledge, stabilizing, then sometimes even thrusting back to that sneaky ledge.
L-Town managed to make a very impressive play. Somehow stayed alive long enough. It's a 2 versus 1 in favor of CLG. Suspector is going to be seen mid-map. Ogre 2 has spotted him. Suspector gets away on board with Suspector to see if he can try and clutch this up. Has the BR in hand. 38 seconds left.
I like this play though. I like him not just backing off completely. He can get a 2-shot BR kill and even this up instantly.
Look at this.
No idea where he's at. So this could be a one-on-one aim moment. We'll have to see who he spots first.
He needs to be worried surely about someone coming behind him, but I think... Oh, that's such poor timing. Such poor timing. He hasn't seen the flag. He's going to spot Ogre 2. Can he get the kill? Ogre 2's right at the corner. Surely this is going to be a cap. Suspector outguns him anyway, doesn't he? Oh, no. The flag was capped even. I thought for a minute he outgunned him. He did eventually fall. But CLG putting on the sneaky beaver pants. A fantastic sneak away from Ogre 2 with the flag. Nothing Allegiance could do about it. Now, a 4-3 game. It's been slow-paced, Bolshi, but it's definitely not been shy of action towards the end of these rounds.
So, wow, that was, it went from amazing situation to a horrible situation for Suspector in, like,
a blink of an eye.
5 times over the course of 10 seconds. Where it's just like, man, could he get flanked here? Wait, no, they're going to walk in front of him. Wait, no, he's looking the other way. Now, I don't understand why Suspector had to move in that situation. If the enemies had the flag and he had the flag route cut off from there, there's no other way they could have snuck past him. Like, unless they snuck past him behind and he didn't see him and they walked all the way in. Like, there's no way they would have gotten past him. So I feel like it's a mistake to move in that situation. But a lot of credit also went to CLG for escorting in that route. They only had 2 players live, and so they escorted in the best fashion they could. I could not think of a better route than taking what they did.
1 minute.
Allegiance had a 4 versus 2 in this round. Forced back to a 2 versus 2. CLG hanging on. Their North American online qualifier lives depend on this round. They cannot allow Allegiance to win one more. They will be knocked out. And as I said, 2 versus 2. Kratos can be tagged up. Can he get away? Yes, he can. Staying alive. 40 seconds left. Again, we could be in for a very, very close ending. And look at Kratos' positioning this time. He recognized that last time CLG went for that flag cap when they got the numerical advantage. He's put himself into a position where he could potentially go clutch if need be, but more importantly, also playing his life. And it
this is interesting.
Is he playing for sound
on
here?
one hand, it looks like a complete bait situation, but it seems like they must have the strategy where it's having Suspector watch both ramps. No, it's not even.
I feel like he's playing sound.
It's sort
is
of
he playing sound?
So like, hey, Suspector, you got my back. You watch this ramp. Yeah, dude, you got mine. Watch the other ramp. Let's get back. Just tell me if you're watching your ramp.
About that. 3
like,
seconds.
You got my back, right?
This is a round tie. That's the 3rd round tie so far. I said this was going to happen. I would like to point out, I said 3 or 4 round ties.
Call it.
It's happened. And again, Allegiance 1 round away from being victorious. CLG need to win 2 to force a Game 5 here in this semi-final. On board with L-Town early on in this round. Gonna spot Royal 2 as he played for that BR, but was unable to get any shots on. And once again, both teams kind of run forward to the halfway line and then back off immediately.
Well, this is one of the first times I've actually seen Frosty bottom middle, like actually contesting the Hydra. I like this play. He catch someone unsuspecting. Look at that. He throws it. Wow. That was such a well-timed grenade, and I don't know how. Like, maybe he just had the intention of throwing a grenade and going for the Hydra grab because he tossed it immediately, the exact moment that Kratos was coming around the corner. So, and he obviously was caught off guard too. If he had known he was there, he'd have kept his pistol cursor in that area. But the whole point being is, had he just kept his pistol there just a few seconds longer, he would have possibly gotten that pick on Kratos.
Now the question is, what can Frosty do?
What is going on here, though? 3 members down low, all going for like the ultimate flank?
Oh, L-Town almost just killed his teammate right there. Oh, shot goes down. Native picks up Royal 2. L-Town jumps around the corner. 2 players go down. Native with the 2-piece on Ogre 2. Double kill. Snakebite somehow stays alive, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna get outgunned. You called it, Walsh. The sneaky flank from Allegiance just completely catching CLG off guard, and Allegiance progress through to today's grand final.
And we could have asked for a better last round in there. Like something absolute unorthodox play.
Crazy play.
Setting 3 members down low, just kind of like crouching each one, checking the correct angles as they're sneaking up that ramp, and completely flanking all the members of CLG, or at least 2 of the members of CLG.
fantastic stuff. Naded going big in that last round as well for Allegiance, and that means it's going to be an Allegiance versus a Leftovers grand final. I'm not sure how many people would have had that going into today. I didn't. I'll be honest.
I didn't either. I don't think I had Plumbers Inc. versus Hyphen. So.
Hey, shout out to Plumbers Inc., man, knocking out Team Envious earlier on in the day. But of course, that means now just one more game to go in the second North American Online Qualifier. As I said, the grand final, Leftovers versus Allegiance, coming up after this quick commercial break.